new video. In today's video I'm going to be doing a set of, I'm going to call them blood nails. They're Madam Glam gel polishes, and the colours I've got, right, these are from an old collection that they released. They've done like a metallic base coat type. Oh, honestly, they're amazing. Anyway, right, I don't know if they're available anymore though, so I don't want to like big them up, and if they're not available that would be like anyway, right, I've got Perfect Black here, and I'm going to apply, this is the first coat. We're going to go in with 2 coats of this. Because it's a black gel polish, I apply it thinly. So this is going to be our second thin coat. I'm just going to have a drink of water. I've just been out food shopping with my nan, and I haven't had a drink yet, so I'm quite thirsty. Right, now I'm taking, these are Madam Glam gel polishes, by the way. This is Perfect White. We're going to use this one and the blooming gel to create our blood rose. Dun dun dun. I think I've done that in another video and I didn't mean to. Right, so over the top of our cured black gel polish, we're going to go, oh my god, I'm not making any sense. We're going to go over with a thin layer of blooming gel, and then I'm going to use my Nail Sugar Natalie Mugridge detailer brush, and I am just placing the gel polish on the nail where I want my petals to be. So I'm doing this how I would one of the roses that I do that weren't blooming roses, but because they're blooming roses, you don't have to be perfect with them, because you're going to put the gel polish on and it's going to start to spread. So I put a blob on and do one side of the petal, and then I put my brush into the blob and then move it round to the other side, and then it's going to look, I'm going to do this all the way around, and then the further out of the center of the rose, the bigger the blob of gel polish I'm using, because I want it to spread more. Okay, so I just wiped the excess gel polish off my brush and then started again, because I didn't want a massive amount of gel polish on it to start my second rose. And also I had to do a red set of nails. I know it's like red and black, but my mum said to me the other day, because I said to her, I don't know what to do, and she said, well, I haven't ever seen you do a red nails, so this is black and red, because my mum told me to do it. She said tell everyone I told you to do a red set. Okay, so right, that's our blooming gel. Our roses have bloomed. Now they look a bit naff, to be honest, but I'm using Madam Glam's white gel paint. I'm going to put a little bit on my palette. I don't want a big blob on it. I just want a nice amount on my brush that's not blobbing. So gross. And then what I'm doing is the center of the petals, so the petal edge that's on the inside of the rose, I'm going over that edge and I'm neatening it up with my gel paint. So what this is going to do is, this is going to, when we go over the top with our jelly colour, it will, the outer edge of the petals, which would be the edge that would hit the light would hit the top of the petals, it's going to highlight, it's going to look a bit highlighted. Also, it neatens the rose up. Am I making sense? I think I am. So I'm literally going to do this on all of the, I done one once, and I highlighted the outside edge of the petals. And I was like, you plonker. So make sure that the edges that you highlight are the ones that are towards the middle of the rose, not the outside. Because that kind of defeats the object. But Nats is a silly sausage, so there we go. So I'm going to do the same on the bottom one as well. Can you see, like, I've done the top rose, it just looks a lot neater as well. Now the edges are more defined. I love doing these. They're so easy to do as well, and they look so pretty afterwards. And you can do this in any colour. You just need some translucent like gel polishes, like the jelly colours. You just need some of them, and you can make it any colour you want. So it doesn't have to be red. I went with red because red's kind of like blood, and you know, Halloween and everything. It would look really nice. This set would look really nice purple as well. Okay, so this is the colour I'm using. This is Ruby Red. So this was, I think this was from their the metallics, the metallics they brought out. I'll show you in a minute. This was like over a year ago. I don't even know if they still do these anymore. But I just really like this red. You can get other reds. I'm sure they do other jelly reds, because they do. I've got quite a lot of jelly colours from them that I've had over the years. And I've kept them because they're I quite like jelly colours. You can do quite a lot with these translucent colours. So you can see we've got now 2 beautiful red roses. You could even leave them white if you wanted to, but I think, and can you see the edges are highlighted where we've gone over with that white, with the white gel paint. So that's going to go in the lamp. The next nail, I am going to use Perfect Black and Perfect White. Now I'm going to do an ombre, but you're probably thinking, hang on, I don't remember seeing a black and white ombre nail in your thumbnail. Well, you didn't. What I'm doing is, I'm going to do a black and white ombre, and then I'm going to cover the nail in that red. So it's going to look lovely. Ooh, I love it so much. Right, so I'm using, I don't even know what brush this is. I think it might be my Born Pretty brush. Madam Glam do their own ombre brush. I don't know why. This is just my go-to brush. Yeah, this is my go-to brush, so I like to use this one. Right, don't worry too much about your first coat, because it's not going to be it's the second coat that you want to get as perfect as you can. But do try and make your first coat as neat as possible, like as ombre as possible, because it just helps with your second coat. But it's your second coat that you want to get. I mean, mine, to be honest, mine wasn't perfect, but you know. So I'm just going to flick backwards and forwards. And when I do that, I move the brush up and down slightly to help with the blend. Yeah, and then that's going to go in the lamp to cure for 30 seconds. And then we're going to go over the whole nail with the ruby red. So now we've instantly got a black and red ombre. I love that red. There we go. You could always do it with a red gel polish, I suppose. Okay, so this is the metallic base coat. I think it was. The box was in the way, but I'm sure that's this now. So, right, this is the base coat that you put down before you put your metallic base over the nail. I don't know what the difference between this one is and the regular base coat. I'm not too sure, but when you put this one down, you want to make sure you haven't got any sticky upper bits, because you'll see it. The metallic base it's not forgiving. So this is the metallic base. I'm just going to give it a shake. I don't know whether I'm supposed to or not, but right. And then this one, I didn't do this one very well. There's a kind of a knack to it, but what you put it over, and then it kind of looks like brushed silver, but if you leave it, it starts to look like a proper chrome. Now I've got some brush strokes through mine. I do another nail in a little bit, and I cover it completely in red, and that one went perfect. And I don't know that I recorded the whole thing, which is bloody typical. I'm trying to go over it again to make it, but it kind of didn't help. In fact, I think I made it worse. There we go. So you kind of leave it, and it goes like, oh God, leave it, Nats. Just bloody leave it. The damage is done now. So yeah, so I'm going to leave that one as it is. But it goes from like this brushed silver to this really shiny chrome. Oh, it's really cool. When you get the knack, it's like, oh, amazing. Right, I've put a little bit of that translucent ruby red colour on my palette, and I'm using my Nail Sugar detailer brush to place some blobs on. So we're going to do some blood. I want to suck your blood. That's what Dracula says, but probably not really. What is wrong with me today? I don't know. We're going to do some blood drips. So I put the blobs on, and then I do a line upwards towards the cuticle area, and then I'll do little curves between the lines, and then I basically fill it in. Now this nail, I saw this nail. I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw a nail very similar to this. So this isn't my design, but I thought it was damn cool, and I wanted it in this set. So this could be like This could be like a knife blade and someone had been stabbed and the blood's dripping down the knife. Ugh, gross. But you know what I mean? So like when I looked at the nails afterwards, like when I'd finished them, I was like, oh, yes, definitely a tale of love and betrayal. See, look, this was the chrome one I'd done. Like literally it's not chrome, it's the metallic base coat. Isn't that mental? I was like, what? I've got to put that on camera. That was insanely smooth. And I've cured it in the lamp. So that metallic base coat, that cures for 30 seconds in the lamp, just like the normal gel polish does. So I don't know what's in it, but it's crazy. And then this is the translucent, like the jelly colour over the top. And it's the most incredible metallic, like, it's just, I love it. I like it a lot. I think they've discontinued them, unfortunately, but it makes me sad. You might be able to get them in there. I don't know if they're in the sales section of the website, but have a look. And if they've got any left, grab them. I was tempted to get some, but I don't know. Right, what am I on about? All right, we're top coating now. Oh my God, top coating time. I've missed out, like, there's me waffling on. Right, so for these 3 nails, I'm using the no wipe top coat. This metallic nail needs to be metallic. It just, it's so, I'm not a big red fan, but that's one sexy nail. So once I've top coated all of those into the lamp for 30 seconds. Okay, then I'm using the Velvet Matte Top Coat. This is the world's best matte top coat. Okay, it's my world's best matte top coat in my little head. Honestly though, this is probably, this is my favourite matte top coat. Full stop, period. Yes, it's my favourite. Yes, I love it so much. So I've done a plain black nail, and I'm also going to go over the blood dripping nail. What I wanted to do was, actually it looks pretty cool, just shiny. But yeah, the nail that I saw, the nail was matte, but the blood was like shiny, and it looked really cool, and I didn't do it quite right. So I'm just going over the drips with the no wipe top coat, but I smudged it and it moved, and yeah, I put too much on and it ran, and then I ended up getting some matte top coat and just going over the edges of the drips to make it look, and I don't know, I mean, that's it. It looks kind of good, but I'm not completely happy with it, but it's done now. It is what it is. And then we're just going to put some crystals on this one because I feel like we need crystals. So today's crystals are from Crystal Parade. So I've got some Preciosa Cyan Ruby pointy backs here. We're going to do a little cluster. And then I've got some Preciosa Nightfall. These are like, they're like black, but they're like clear black. They're like smoky. They look nice. They're nice. I've not used them before, so that's, yeah. And then I've got some Preciosa Light Cyan flatbacks. And I've grabbed a Swarovski Flame in Light Cyan. I thought we could use them. Yeah, and then I'm using Rachel Wilder's Crystal Fix for this nail. I think I put some of the Crystal Fix on, I put a bit of the Crystal Fix on my palette. I've missed a bit. I don't know what's happened. I've got a cluster there in the middle. I've already done the cluster. That's annoying. I don't know what happened there. I did edit this video last night when I was really tired, so I probably accidentally cut a bit out. Right, I've got a cluster of the Preciosa pointy backs. Then I've got a Nightfall round flat back, and then I put the Swarovski Flame. It looks a bit like a pendant hanging down. And then I've got the gem glue going across the top towards the corners to make a kind of, I was going for vampy necklace, vampy gothic necklace. I don't know. But I thought it looked pretty cool in the end, and I did get some caviar beads to finish it off, And this is them done. You can get 30% off Madam Glam using my code NatMug30, 10% off Now Sugar using my code NatMug10, and 5% off any crystals from Crystal Parade using my code NAT5. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. It is completely free, and you can always change your mind later, though I'd rather you stayed because I love you. Yeah, I'll see you beautiful lot tomorrow. Love you all.